Что у нас тут таке тепленьке?
Жора.
Що?
Жора, бачиш, що я роблю?
I really like
Zora.
this short film, which tells the story of a couple trying to get pregnant. The writing is excellent. It reveals the woman's sheer desperation, trying everything in the book, encouraging her partner to take pills, putting pictures everywhere of children, monitoring herself constantly. Excellent performances by both of them. And I like the cheerful vocal music in English, and the tidy, rather sterile apartment setting really works. I enjoyed how the opening credits list the crew's opinions and status of parenting. Funny surprise ending. Great job.
I really enjoyed this one. I just thought it was a really good character piece. I just enjoyed watching it unfold, kind of wondering where it was going to go. And I really enjoyed the sort of open ending that it provided. Just kind of put a nice cherry on top of it. And to just watch the struggle was really interesting, and again, well done. The performances were great too. There's just a lot of good filmmaking sensibility in this one. It does make it worth checking out.
I was rooting for both characters at the beginning of the film. I really wanted them to get what they wanted, get the acting job, and get pregnant. I was really surprised by some of the twists and turns in this movie. My heart broke when they weren't able to fulfill the goals, and the acting was amazing.
I really liked this. I thought that they did a lot of things really well, but it's like really throughout the entire movie, not even just with what's said, but by the actions, you realize before you get to the end how serious and how important and how far she's willing to go to try and get pregnant, to like try and make this successful. So by the time you get to the very end, it's like a believable thing. It's like, okay, yeah, that seems like almost like a normal thing, instead of maybe taking it like a step too far, potentially. So I think that they did a really good job of not just having it being like written like, oh, she's, you know, serious about it, but they continually show throughout the entire film that like she desperately wants to get pregnant and wants to have a baby, and just how far she's willing to go to get to achieve that.
It creates a very compelling message about one's dreams, wants, and desires. And sometimes you can pursue your dreams to the point where by the end of it, the goals you had along the way kind of become obscured. It does a really good job of showing how both the husband and wife have two very separate priorities. The husband wants to become a prestigious actor, whereas the wife really wants to have a child. And because they're both very focused on their goal, they no longer see eye to eye anymore. They don't share that mutual goal, which ironically was to get an apartment. And it creates a very interesting but also crazy tale, as essentially both sides are trying to struggle for their dream to come out on top, which was very interesting.
Really interesting short about this want to conceive and how the want or desire kind of separates between the two individuals, and it has such an unexpected ending. I didn't expect it to be as comedic as a death could be. But I did really enjoy it. It shows this longing and how while you're going towards this goal, things can kind of get lost in translation about what's more important to each individual along the way, and how that can kind of lead to the death of the relationship or the original goal, or one of the partners. So it was very well done. It was a really interesting message, and I really enjoyed watching it.
Shows both through a kind of comedic and dramatic lens the lengths through which someone will go through in order to get pregnant. We have a marriage here that is kind of in flux due to many reasons, and one of the core conflicts obviously is the wife's desire to get pregnant. And her vision board and everything really does a great job of visually articulating her desire, as well as the expert acting of the actress herself. And that's balanced well by the more comedic, deft performance from the husband, who is this aspiring actor who's kind of getting his big break, and they're kind of at this crossroads. But I thought that what the filmmaker did best, truthfully, aside from balancing the comedy with the drama, was showing how that desire fueled her past logic and past the normal kind of rationale that she probably does normally have in her everyday life. So when you get to see a character go for what they want with such veracity, such fierceness, it makes it all the more compelling of a story.